Hello from Seoul. Many of you have been asking for more family-friendly recipes, so I dusted off my secret recipe book and found this bad boy. It's a simple one-pot dish and super easy to make. Trust me, your whole family will love it so much. Since you guys showed so much love for our one-pot rice recipe, today I'm gonna be sharing another one-pot chicken rice recipe that I love for busy weeknights. This dish is inspired by a Korean favorite called 닭갈비, and it's a bit similar to taco rice, so I think it's something everybody will enjoy. So please give it a try. It's simple, easy, and delicious. It will make your whole family so happy. For this, you will need some rice, chicken, garlic, onion, and green onions. Just like any other Korean dish, this dish will be like more green onion, more delicious. So please be generous with this. Alright, let's wash the rice first. Take 2 cups of short grain rice and wash it about 3 times. This way, the rice gets nice and clean without losing its nutrients. Once that's done, soak it in some cold water for about 30 minutes. Like I said last time, unlike using a rice cooker, if you're cooking rice on a stovetop, you really need to do this step beforehand. Otherwise, the rice can be undercooked and your whole family might have to take a trip to the dentist. I warned you, so if that happens because you didn't take my advice, I'm not gonna pay for that. Alright, while they're having a great time in the pool, let's prepare the rest of the ingredients. First, water for rice. Like I said in the previous video, the ideal water to rice ratio is about 1.1 times water to 1 pot of rice. But since we're gonna get more moisture from the chicken and the vegetables, let's keep it simple and just go with 1:1 ratio. And to add a nice depth of flavor, I'm gonna be adding 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder and give it a good mix. What? No chicken bouillon powder at home? Don't worry about it. Then use the same amount of dashida, Korean beef stock powder. Or you can just use some chicken stock. No problem at all. Next, let's marinate our chicken. I'm gonna be using 450 grams of boneless skin on chicken thighs. But if you're not a big fan of chicken skin, feel free to remove it. And then to that, add 2 tablespoons of Korean chili pepper flakes, half a tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of gochujang, Korean chili paste, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of mirin, half a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, some black pepper, and give it a good massage. This one looks so nice, so if you just want to enjoy yourself, then add half a tablespoon of sugar and just pan fry it. That'll be awesome too. By the way, we have all the instructions and a list of ingredients on our blog, aaronandclaire.com. So please visit here if you need a written recipe. Alright, let's set this aside and move on to our vegetables. First, smash 6 cloves of garlic and finely chop them. Next, finely dice half an onion. Lastly, grab our loved green onions and just thinly slice them. As always, the whites are gonna be stir-fried to infuse our oil and the greens are gonna be used for our garnish. So make sure you keep them separate, like this. Alright, everything is ready to go. Let's get cooking. Get yourself a large pot, add 2 tablespoons of oil and heat it over medium-high heat. Here, I highly recommend using a non-stick pot if you want this to be a one-pot recipe. You wanna know why? You will see in just a few minutes. Once it gets nice and hot, place your chicken skin side down and let them sear for about 2 minutes. Once the bottom is nicely seared and you've got some fat from the chicken, flip and cook the other side for about 3 more minutes. When both sides are nicely seared, remove them from the pot and set them aside. Look, this is the reason why I recommend using a non-stick pot. All the seasonings have burnt and stuck to the bottom of the pot. I don't think I can cook the rice in here. Yeah. Even a squirrel drops an acorn sometimes. So to fix this situation, let's bring out another pot. Transfer the chicken fat to a clean pot and heat it over medium-high heat. Once it's heated, add the garlic, onion, white parts of the green onions, and saute those for about 3 minutes and let all the flavors infuse. Once they start to smell real nice, add the drained rice and stir it around for about 1 minute. Make sure every single grain gets coated with this beautiful aromatic oil so that it can be nice and fragrant at the end. What? You wanna know this kind of tip more and more? I'm so glad you brought that up because everything you need is in this one book. Trust me, with this one book, you can cook more than 100 Korean dishes like a pro, so don't forget to check it out. The link is in the description. Now, pour in the seasoned water that we prepared earlier and bring it to a boil. Make sure you stir it occasionally so that nothing sticks and burns on the bottom. What? You're too lazy to do that? Congratulations! Your family is about to enjoy crispy, burnt rice tonight. Once it comes to a boil, reduce the heat to low. Top it with the chicken that we cooked earlier and cover it with a lid. Now, we're just gonna let it simmer for about 15 minutes. Couldn't be any easier, right? There's no reason not to try it. Alright, it's been 15 minutes. Let's remove it from the heat and let it steam for about 10 minutes. So simple, right? But as I warned you before, please do not open the lid. If you do, you'll meet a nice fluffy rice in your next life. Or maybe next life. It's been 10 minutes. Let's open the lid and check the rice. How about that? Beautiful, right? Alright, let's take out the chicken, add a good amount of green onions, a pat of butter, and give it a good mix. Now, this is totally optional, but if you're a big fan of cheese, sprinkle on some mozzarella cheese. It's not gonna be super spicy, but for some people who can handle the heat, they'll be a perfect choice. Alright, it's ready to go. Let's score our taste tester.
Claire.
Ooh, another one-pot recipe! I'm always excited to open the lid because it's like a surprise present for me. Let's open it! Ta-da! 와, 닭다리살을 자르지 않고 아예 한 번에 샥 넣어버렸네. 오, 궁금해. 치킨. Let's mix it up. 여기 스코치드 라이스 많은데 가져가야겠다. 이 정도면 될 것 같아. It looks amazing, right? 밥부터 먹어보겠습니다. Cheers! 맛있네. 오늘도 역시 밥이 아주 촉촉하니 그러면서도 약간 고슬고슬하니 너무 맛있게 잘 됐네. 버터 향이 은은하게 있으면서도 거기서 파랑 마늘의 향도 같이 있어가지고 향긋하니 너무 맛있어. 뭔가 왜 김치볶음밥 있잖아. 어린아이들을 위해서 너무 맵지 않게 한 김치볶음밥의 그런 느낌이 싹 나는데? 맛있어. 그 마늘이랑 파가 들어가서 그런가? 맛있어. 치킨도 한번 먹어볼까? 와, 기대된다. Cheers. 와, 진짜 촉촉하니 너무 맛있네. 너무너무 부드럽고 너무 맛있다. 그리고 양념장 자체는 너무 과하지 않은데 그래도 약간 짭조름하면서 그 고추장의 감칠맛이 풍미를 되게 좋게 만들어주는 것 같아요. 생각보다 맵지도 않아서 누구든지 다 정말 맛있게 먹을 수 있는 그런 음식인 것 같아. It's not that spicy. Don't worry about it. This is a perfect weeknight meal as it is. But if you want to make it more nutritionally balanced, then I recommend serving it with some salad or kimchi on the side. That will be more perfect. Hope you guys try and enjoy. Bye!
Today, I showed you how to make Korean-style chicken pot rice. How was it? Juicy chicken bursting with gochujang flavor and rice that absorbed all the deliciousness from the chicken and aromatics? I think no one can say no to this dish. And most importantly, it's super easy to make. So even if you're having busy weekdays, I'm sure you can whip up an amazing dinner in no time. So I really hope you give this a try. I'm pretty sure you'll be so satisfied. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.